By 1995, Sting was WCW's franchise player, a fan favorite known for his colorful face paint, high-energy style, and loyalty to the company. Despite being one of WCW's biggest homegrown stars, he was slowly being overshadowed. The arrival of former WWF superstars like Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, and later Lex Luger saw WCW shifting focus toward these established names, leaving Sting without the top spotlight he once had. At this point, if Sting had been frustrated by his diminishing role and sought new opportunities, the WWF could have been an appealing option. With a fresh environment and new matchups awaiting him, 1995 might have been the perfect time for him to make the jump. The arrival of Sting in WWF, 1995. If Sting had signed with WWF in early 1995, his debut likely would have been positioned as a major moment. Unlike WCW, which had a slower-paced Southern-style approach, WWF was known for its over-the-top characters and fast-paced storytelling. Sting's persona would have fit well, but WWF may have modified aspects of his gimmick to better align with their brand. Potential debut scenario. Sting debuts at WrestleMania 6, interrupting a match between Diesel and Shawn Michaels, immediately establishing himself as a major player. He is introduced as the Vigilante, a lone warrior coming to shake up the WWF landscape. Vince McMahon could have played up the idea of Sting being a savior against the tyranny of villains like Ted DiBiase's $1 Million Corporation or The Clique. Feuds and storylines. If Sting had arrived in WWF in 1995, he would have had a fresh lineup of opponents, leading to compelling rivalries. Sting versus Shawn Michaels, a natural dream match. Sting versus Shawn Michaels would have been a major draw, potentially headlining SummerSlam 1995. Michaels, known for his arrogance and showmanship, would have clashed perfectly with Sting's heroic persona. Their matches would have showcased high-energy action and could have led to multiple PPV encounters. Sting versus The Undertaker, a feud between WWF's most mysterious character and WCW's biggest enigma, would have been inevitable. The first match could have taken place at Survivor Series 1995, possibly ending in a no contest to prolong the rivalry. A definitive showdown at WrestleMania 12 in 1996 could have cemented Sting as a top WWF star. Sting versus Bret Hart. If Sting had joined WWF, a match with Bret Hart would have been a technical masterpiece. They could have feuded over the WWF Championship, with Sting portraying the ultimate underdog fighting against Hart's technical precision. Would Sting have won the WWF Championship? Given his star power, it's likely that Sting would have been in the WWF title picture within a year. However, with WWF heavily pushing Diesel and later Shawn Michaels, Sting may have had to wait until mid-1996 to win the title. Possible timeline: 1995, feuds with Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker. Early 1996, Sting enters the WWF title picture. Mid-1996, wins the WWF Championship, possibly from Shawn Michaels. Long-term effects. Had Sting joined WWF in 1995, the wrestling landscape could have shifted significantly. Here's how. The Monday Night War would have been different. Without Sting, WCW may have struggled to maintain its identity, potentially weakening Nitro's momentum. The NWO might have looked different. Sting was a key figure in WCW's war against the NWO. Without him, another WCW star might have taken his place, perhaps Lex Luger or Diamond Dallas Page. The WWF roster would have been stronger earlier. With Sting in WWF, the company would have had another top-tier babyface, possibly delaying Steve Austin's rise to the main event. Would Sting have stayed long-term? If he had a successful run, he might have stayed past 1999, altering WWF's Attitude Era dynamics. A different WrestleMania history. Without Sting in WCW, the long-awaited Sting vs. Undertaker match might have happened years earlier. Conclusion. Sting jumping to WWF in 1995 would have been one of the biggest signings in wrestling history. He would have found new rivalries, a fresh audience, and perhaps even a WWF Championship reign. However, it also would have changed the course of the Monday Night War, possibly weakening WCW's resistance against WWF. Ultimately, while Sting's loyalty to WCW defined his career, this what-if scenario shows that his impact on WWF could have been just as legendary.